guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I have for you a very cool challenge that some of the ladies on YouTube, some of the channels that I follow and people that have become friends, we just kind of decided, and I think it was Molly who decided or came up with this challenge, but it's called the Twin Challenge. And basically what we did is we all got matched up with somebody through a drawing, and we were to go to their channel, look at their eye looks, their makeup looks, and choose one to recreate. And luckily, I got GONZ girl, DENI, who is a good friend of mine, and I was excited because I knew that I would have a plethora of beautiful things to choose from, and the one that I chose is a beautiful purple look, and that's kind of her signature as far as my mind. When I see a beautiful purple eye, it's usually DENI. So I'm excited to recreate a look that she did. And I will link her channel in the video that is my inspiration down below. So if you'd like to see DENI or GONZ girl's beautiful purple look, then please keep watching. So guys, yesterday we did not have power for 8 hours, and so I am filming this the day before it has to post. And so I really needed to make sure that this was a somewhat brief video so that I could have time to edit it tonight and get it up tomorrow for the challenge. And so I'm going to kind of try a new format, which is I'm just going to do one eye and then I'll go do the other one off camera and come back. So that's my plan for today. I did have the palette that she used for the transitional work at the beginning, the foundational matte work, and that's the Urban Decay Gwen Stefani palette. But I did not have, I think it was a BH Cosmetics or one of those big palettes that has a lot of colors. I didn't have that one, and so I've decided I'm going to use my Juvia's Place Masquerade because the two primary colors on the lid were really pretty, kind of a mix between a purple and a blue, and so I figured I could use these two, and the one in the center was a really pretty pink, so I figured I could use these two. So I'm going to do what I can to make it work and try to make it look at least somewhat like hers. And I think that in this challenge, I think we're probably all going to end up with kind of our spin on the look because we have to do it with what we have. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to do my left eye and we'll go from there. I do have foundation, all that beginning stuff done for the sake of saving time, as I said. So I'm going to start with Stark and then move into Anaheim. That one's Stark and that one's Anaheim. So I'm going to go in with Stark just as a beginning transition and put it, see, I always start with my right eye. Maybe I should do my right eye so I don't keep going back and forth. That's what I'm going to do. Please bear with me, guys. It was a really crazy week. I wasn't feeling well. Really had a lot of pain for the majority of the week and just challenging at work, all kinds of things. And so with the power being out yesterday, that didn't help anything. So I'm a little flustered. So let's go for the right eye since that's where I ordinarily start. And I'm just going to put this very imprecisely in my crease just as a beginning. And I'm going to bring it up pretty high. So that it will peek out. Now to deepen the crease a little bit and add a little bit more color, I'm going to go into Anaheim, which is kind of a darker shade there. And I'll be using the Morphe R37 for that. And I'm going to go right into my upper crease area, like right in the crease and slightly above it. And I am very jealous of DENI's eyelid space. She's got beautiful big eyes and she's got like a playground of space on her lid to play with. I would like to have some of it. I would also like to have some of her beautiful hair. But you guys, I'm concentrating on her exterior, but let me assure you that her interior is equally or exceedingly more beautiful than her exterior. You know how you meet somebody and you just instantly know that they're a really good person? That's kind of how I felt with DENI. I'm going to go back in with this first brush just to make sure those are blended really well. I was watching church. I go to in-person church at a nearby local church, but I also watch Elevation Church online. And so today they were talking, the pastor and this guy that he went to school with and grew up in the same town, and the preacher's Caucasian, the other guy was African American. They kind of ran in different circles, but they had so many of the same experiences, and they met up later, both very successful in their field. The guy's name was Charlemagne, or he went by Charlemagne, and apparently he's got a really good radio station in New York, or a radio show, and he also is a rapper, and he also has a New York City Times best-selling book, and so it was just so interesting. But what made me think of is our little group that's growing of people that are supporting each other on YouTube. And I just thought, you know, all it takes is getting to know somebody's story a little bit, and there's a connection and a unity, and I think we've all kind of rallied together to support each other and encourage each other, and I think that's really that's comforting, and that's encouraging. It's hopeful, because I feel like in our world there's so much division right now that even on the smallest level, like a YouTube community, we can start being good examples of uniting together in unity, and knowing that we're all from different backgrounds, even different countries, and we can still, you know, find a common ground. And so that really made me think today during church about how that's happening, and that's really a very positive byproduct of something that we all kind of feel was a blow to the gut, kind of a cutting us off at our knees kind of situation. So just on my heart to say that today, because it just really, really was on my heart from watching church this morning. Okay, so from Juvia's Place, I'm going to use this Coastal Scents BRC N51, which is kind of a flat shader, but it's a tapered flat shader. I think I'm going to kind of, it was almost like a halo with a little bit drawn out on the edges. And I think I'm going to start off with this blue color that's called Chai, because it's blue, and even in my camera it looks purple, but it's got a very purple undertone. And then I think if I put that down and go over it with Makita, I think it will be more vibrant. I think I'm going to have to end up wetting my brush, but I'm going to go in without the brush wet to begin with. And we'll go from there. So I'm going to do that now. Go in with Chi to start. And I'm going to go in my inner corner, outer corner, and make a little bridge across my crease. Put some powder down underneath my eye, because I feel like I'm going to have a lot of fallout, so I want to protect my foundation and everything from that. So I'm going to look crazy for a little while. And this is really not showing. And so I'm going to go in with, I'm going to wet my brush with MAC Fix Plus. Okay, I feel like I'm having a hard time getting any opacity here. So I still have a wet brush. Going in with a little more and a little more and a little more. I'm going to have to find a smaller brush to go down into that little spot with. So I'm going to use a Morphe E36 to get way down in my inner corner. I'm going to go from there and go ahead and layer on the purple, which is Makita. It's funny with situations like this, when you're trying to recreate what someone else does, they make it look so easy. Okay, I feel like I need to get a small blender and really get in that crease. I'm going to use this Morphe R41. I'm just going to dip into both colors and really draw a crease line. I think I'm going to be really glad I put that powder down. Okay, I'm going to take the brush, the beginning brush that I used to put down the transition, and just go around that edge and smooth that out a little. It's going to be a back and forth kind of look, I have a feeling. So go back and just intensify this a tad, especially on the inner and outer corners. And leave it at that for now. But so far, if you guys can see, I kind of have the purple halo area created. Since I'm having a lot of trouble with pigmentation, I think I'm going to use glitter glue on the pink area, and I think I'm going to go into Zobo and Bone, this one and this one mixed together for the inner portion, the open portion. And I think if I use the glitter glue, it'll be more opaque without having to add so much, like spend so much time building it up. So I'm going to use my NYX glitter glue just right here in the center. I'm just going to dab it in the area that I want to put the pink. It'll kind of overlap the purple. I'm going to go in with the darker color first and then put the lighter color over it. Whew. This will give a little base. And I still, even with my finger, and this is a matte, and I didn't really realize that until I got into it, but I think the other one is a shimmer. But I'm going to use my MAC 242 and try to build, there we go, build that color up a little bit. It's amazing how a different brush really changes everything for you. And I'm going to go a little bit above my natural crease so you can see it when my eyes are open. And those mixing together is kind of making a magenta, which is pretty. And now I'm going in with Bond, and I hope this has a little shimmer. It does. Yay. Actually, it has some really beautiful shimmer. Ooh, very pretty. Nice. And then I'll go back in with the brush that has the purple on it and just go over the, just kind of zigzag over the edges to make sure that's blended. I'm feeling like I lost some of this purple above, so I'm going to go back in there and make sure that's showing. Leave it at that for now, and I'm going to go ahead and take the E36 that I was using already, and I'm going to go back into the Gwen Stefani palette and do my lower lash line with, I'm going to mix Anaheim, Stark, and Zone together. These three colors. Boom, boom, boom. That to be kind of smoky. It didn't appear like she put the purple on this lower lash line. I'm not sure about it. I watched it a couple times and couldn't quite figure it out. So I'm going to go in with these foundational colors and maybe put a little purple right on the outer corner. But I don't know if I don't think she did that. In fact, I like that the way it is. I think I'm going to leave it that way. So now I'm going to brush away all this and hope it didn't. I don't know if I went in far enough. But, oh, that powder trick is amazing. And I do feel like I do have a little, but it's not so bad. I can go back in with my blender and fix it up a little. Do have a little bit of a purple spot on my nose, but we'll be okay. All right, so before I go any further, I'm just going to go ahead and go around the outside of this, and I'm going to put something lighter on my brow bone. I think I'll get that from the Gwen Stefani palette. I think I'll go into Bathwater, which is right there, and put that right in the little highest recess of my eyebrow. I'm trying to find a brush that's clean. There we go. And this is a No Name. Just a flat concealer brush. Actually, I think I'm going to go into Blonde. Yeah, it's a little lighter. I'm going to go here. All right. I'm still feeling like and you guys know my perfectionism always comes into play, but I'm kind of feeling like I don't have enough of that purple in the crease. And I did find the brush I was looking for earlier, which is a Morphe M562. So I'm going to go back into those two purple colors and I'm going to tap it off real good so that I don't end up with any more fallout. And I'm just going to go right along that crease line and try to make sure that's visible. I'm struggling, folks. DENI made this look very easy. All right, I stops on the purple. Okay, good enough, Sherri. I am going to, which I don't ordinarily do, but she did, so I'm going to tightline and put black eyeliner in my waterline. Into the waterline, I'm using this Marc Jacobs, I don't know. I'm sure I'll make some crazy faces. I have a lot of purple in my inner corner. Wow, this doesn't really want to show up. I thought this would be the best of the ones that I have. Okay, I tried. And I'm going to go back in with that brush that I was using on the bottom and just maybe pull that liner down and smoke it a little bit. I am going to go do the other eye off camera. When I come back, I will have both eyes done, show you what it looks like, and then I'll go and put on lashes. She has some really big, beautiful lashes and a wing. So I'll be right back with both eyes done. All right, guys, I'm back with the finished look. I did have quite a struggle. I had a struggle with the lashes and with getting the pigmentation on the purple. Anyways, the final product is really smoky and kind of out there, and people at church are probably going to be like, but oh well. I think it's cool. I think it's eclectic and edgy, and that's kind of what we were going for here. So I'll give you a look at the final product here. I do think it's really pretty. Whenever I close my eyes, you see that burst of pink. It's a lot brighter than DENI's look was, but you know, I had to work with what I had, and I think it turned out pretty. On my lips, I put a NYX Matte Shocking Pink, because that matches with that. You know, I gotta coordinate. But anyways, this was so much fun. So thank you, DENI, for letting me be inspired and borrow your beautiful purple look. I'm really excited about seeing what Renee does with mine and what everybody does with everybody's. I think it's going to be a really cool day to see all of our looks up, and you know, some people are going to notice that a lot of us girls are united and doing this together, and I think that's really cool. So I've got to get out of here and get to church, so I better go. Yeah. One more look for you. If my eyeliner's all janky, I'm sorry. I had trouble with the lashes. But anyways, I think it turned out really cool. So thank you so much for being here. I appreciate your time, and thank you to everybody who participated. This was really fun, and it's cool that we keep coming up with really cool ideas to do different things that are, you know, outside the box, and it's fun. So if you enjoyed this video, I would appreciate it if you gave me a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. And until next time, take care and God bless. Bye, guys.